We're back now with the Talk Box. Joining us tonight is Paul Stanford. He is spearheading the effort in Oregon to get two measures legalizing marijuana on the ballot in 2014. The top of the show, we talked about the Department of Justice basically saying today, you know what, we're hands off on this. I wonder how you feel something like that may impact the situation in Oregon trying to get these measures on the ballot. I
think it will bolster our efforts. I was very happy to hear the federal government say they aren't going to try to enjoin the laws in Washington and Colorado. You know, we came close last November, then just 3 percentage points of passing a similar measure here in Oregon, and recent polling shows that we're very likely to win. We've seen over a 15-point shift in favor of legalization since last year. That
was actually my next question. So I'm curious then, why that shift? What changed in the past year? If it was so close last time, why a 15-point difference?
Well, now people can drive across the river and legally use marijuana. From where we're standing right here, you can be over in Vancouver in 10 minutes. Most of the population of the state is in a similar situation. They can be in Washington in less than an hour. And so I think that time's on our side. This ruling, our memorandum from the federal government, is definitely a step in the right direction. We aren't all the way there yet. It was rather ambiguous in some of its statements, but it's definitely a positive move, and we've been waiting a long time to hear what the federal government was going to do about Washington and Colorado. So this is a very good thing that will help our efforts here.
Do you think it's a case of Oregonians saying, well, Washington thinks it's okay, Colorado thinks it's okay, or do you think it's people saying, hang on, there's money to be made off this and we're going to get left behind? That's at least an argument I've heard made in the past, that there's a lot of tax money that can be collected off this, and that money will stay in Washington.
Exactly.
If it's purchased in Washington.
A lot of money to be saved in criminal justice as well. You can use those resources more wisely. And it's a good thing to hear the federal government's going to allow these laws to move forward.
Now, let's talk a little bit about the legislature. You're out there collecting these signatures.
We're about to launch our petition drive next week. But,
next week.
You know, if the legislature refers a measure to the ballot.
So how could that happen? Walk me through that process.
There's a short session next February, and there was a bill in this past session, House Bill 3371, that would have regulated the sale of marijuana. Didn't really get out of committee. But there's talk by several legislators, including Floyd Przansky of Eugene and Peter Buckley down in Ashland, saying that they might refer a bill to the people next February. And if they do that, we're going to stop our petition drive and defer to the legislature. We're hopeful they will do that. But if they don't, we're ready to put the issue on the ballot next November.
Okay. Opponents of legalization, and there are a number of different arguments out there, but I want to talk about the one that's really concerned over addiction, that it is a gateway. Marijuana is a gateway to harder drugs that are not legal. And by legalizing this, you are bringing people one step closer to trying heroin or to trying a harder drug. What do you say to those people?
I think it's exactly the opposite. With marijuana in the black market, it takes people to illegitimate sources to obtain marijuana. Some of those people sell harder drugs. And I think marijuana prohibition is the gateway to the black market, and not marijuana's gateway drug. Rather that when we legalize marijuana, that will close the gateway. A lot of adults, such as myself, won't be tempted to go to a black market dealer to obtain cannabis when we can legally buy it.
Very interesting. It'll be certainly fascinating to see how this plays out in the future. Thank you for coming down and giving us your perspective.
My pleasure. You're very welcome.